Knowing how to determine your payment capacity is important if you want to seek settlement of your debts. What is payment capacity? It is the amount of money you can set aside for monthly payments to creditors, after taking into account personal and family expenditures. To determine your payment capacity, you first need to establish a monthly budget. Let's take a look at how to establish a monthly budget. First, determine your monthly income. Income may come from a number of sources, such as from employment, part-time jobs, rental of room, or financial support you receive from family members. Your monthly income from work can be from the salary you receive from your employer and may include additional pay, such as overtime and allowances. If you work as a sales agent, private hire driver, or freelance tutor, for example, your monthly income may vary from month to month. To estimate your monthly income, you should use your monthly average earnings based on the past 6 to 12 months. It is advisable to set aside higher earnings in good months to help make up for lower earnings during bad months. Next, you need to estimate your monthly expenses. You may start by grouping your expenses into 4 categories: housing, living, work, and personal expenses. An example of housing expenses would be utilities. As this is a monthly expenditure, take the average of 3 months' bills to determine the monthly average. Next, an example of living expenses would be groceries. Assuming that this is a weekly expenditure, add up the weekly averages to determine the monthly average. In addition, an example of work expenses would be meals at your workplace. As this is a daily expenditure, multiply the daily average by 22, the average number of working days in a month, to determine the monthly average. Examples of personal expenses include gifts for birthdays and weddings, as well as festive celebrations. As this is an irregular expenditure, divide the estimated yearly total by 12 to determine the monthly average. Therefore, to establish if you have any money available for debt repayment, subtract total expenses from total income. If you need help to determine your payment capacity or decide how best to address a debt problem, you may come to CCS for a one-to-one debt advising session. You will find out more about debt advising in the subsequent module. You may refer to the resource section to download our budget template to help you determine your personal and household monthly expenditure.